For every Pokemon fan worship, there's one they low-key roast at every sleepover. I'm Ryan, and this is Most Loved versus Most Hated Pokemon. Ash Ketchum is more than just the face of Pokemon. He's the spirit of the entire journey. From the very first episode, you could feel his burning dream to become a Pokemon master. And even though he stumbled countless times, he never let failure stop him. That's what makes him so special. He's not perfect, and that's why people connect with him. Because who among us hasn't failed and had to stand back up again? His bond with Pikachu became the heart of the series, showing that loyalty and friendship matter more than power alone.
Forget it. Let's just give up now.
James, what's the matter? What's wrong?
Jesse and James from Team Rocket are characters you either laugh with or roll your eyes at. They've been chasing Ash and Pikachu since the early days, always hatching the same kind of over-the-top schemes. For some fans, their silly disguises, catchy motto, and dramatic entrances became part of Pokemon's charm. They're entertaining, and sometimes even steal the spotlight from the main heroes. But for others, their endless failures and constant interruptions in battles or episodes feel repetitive and frustrating.
After years of traveling together, Misty suddenly tells Ash and Brock she's heading home. But here's the twist. She didn't choose it. Her sisters from the Cerulean Gym called her back because they were going on vacation and needed Misty to run the gym.
Misty is one of those characters fans never forget. Her fiery temper and sharp words made her stand out. But beneath that tough exterior, she cared deeply for her friends and Pokemon. Traveling with Ash and Brock, she wasn't just comic relief, she was the emotional anchor. Misty showed that strength can come with kindness, and that made her beloved.
Oh no, our boy Ash Ketchum is horribly late for his very first Pokemon. Well, you snooze, you lose, because his rival Gary Oak has just gotten his starter Pokemon from none other than his Grams, Professor Samuel Oak.
Gary Oak is remembered as Ash's first big rival, and he carried himself with an attitude that instantly divided fans. From showing off his cheerleaders to mocking Ash's progress, Gary came across as arrogant and overly confident. Many viewers disliked how he seemed more focused on bragging than actually bonding with his Pokemon. But what made his story interesting was the way he changed. As the series went on, Gary matured into a skilled researcher and left behind his childish ways. That growth turned him from a hated rival into a respected character with real depth.
Ash sends his Pikachu as Brock chooses Onyx. Onyx binds the yellow mouse, while Thundershock has no effect on the rock snake. With no hope left and seeing Pikachu suffering, Ash forfeits the battle and tries to train harder for the rematch.
Brock quickly became a fan favorite because he was more than just a travel buddy. He was the glue of Ash's team, always cooking meals, giving advice, and caring for both Pokemon and friends. He felt like the older brother everyone wished they had. His constant crushes on women were funny quirks, but his true strength was his wisdom and kindness. Brock's dedication as a breeder and later as a doctor showed his passion went beyond battles. That balance of humor, heart, and knowledge made him one of the most loved human characters in Pokemon.
Dragon Tail! Superior, use Leer! Use Dragon Tail!
Trip, Ash's rival in the Unova region, was often criticized for being forgettable compared to the great rivals before him. Fans found his personality flat, and his battles lacked the intensity that made characters like Paul or Gary so memorable. He didn't bring much tension or emotional connection, which left many disappointed. Instead of feeling like a true challenge, Trip came off as one-dimensional, with little character growth throughout the series. For a show filled with colorful personalities, Trip just didn't stand out. That's why many viewers placed him among the least liked rivals in Pokemon history.
Bitch, y'all scaring me. Cause why are y'all looking at each other like some longtime rivals? You've met him once! Ash, you should be looking at him like dinner.
Cameron, another rival in the Unova region, quickly became disliked because of how sloppy and unrealistic his character felt. He often made basic mistakes, like forgetting battle rules or bringing too few Pokemon to important matches. Instead of being a strong opponent, he seemed like a poorly written character who relied on luck rather than skill. Many fans felt cheated when Cameron beat Ash despite his reckless approach, which only fueled the frustration. Unlike rivals who pushed Ash to grow, Cameron felt like a step backward, leaving fans unimpressed and often annoyed whenever he appeared.
Cynthia is the hardest Pokemon battle in the entire franchise, without debate. She gets the normal champion perks of a full team of 6 Pokemon with various typing, and being able to use unlimited full restores, so there is no easy path to victory. On top of that, she has an absolute monster of a Garchomp.
Cynthia is often praised as one of the greatest champions in Pokemon history. From her calm personality to her incredible battle skills, she represents both elegance and strength. Her Garchomp became legendary in the fandom, making her a serious challenge for any trainer. But what really sets her apart is how approachable and kind she is to Ash and his friends, guiding them like a mentor rather than just standing above them as a champion. That mix of power and warmth turned Cynthia into a fan favorite, admired by both casual viewers and competitive fans alike.
This crazy ass bitch right here is Pokemon Hunter J, the most ruthless villain in the entirety of Pokemon, bro. She's built a career on robbing Pokemon from their owners and flipping them to her rich clients for profit in the underground black market across City.
Hunter J is one of the most hated human characters because of her cold and cruel nature. Unlike Team Rocket's silly antics, Jay's actions were truly dark. She hunted and captured Pokemon for profit, treating them as objects rather than living creatures. Her merciless personality left a lasting impression, but not in a good way. Many fans disliked how far she went compared to other villains, crossing lines that felt unsettling in a show meant for kids. While some acknowledge her as a powerful antagonist, most remember her as one of the least likable figures in the Pokemon universe.
Oh, you're just speechless after seeing me wearing a dress, right?
Come on, that's crazy.
Then what's the big deal, huh?
Nothing.
Dawn quickly became one of the most loved companions thanks to her upbeat personality and never-give-up attitude. She wasn't just there to follow Ash. She had her own journey in Pokemon contests, where her creativity and determination shined. Fans admired how she handled setbacks with grace, always bouncing back stronger. Her bond with her Pokemon, especially Piplup, felt real and heartfelt, giving the series some of its most charming moments. Dawn's cheerful spirit and encouraging words made her relatable, inspiring fans who saw her as proof that kindness and hard work can light the way forward.
Leader of Team Flare clearly has no redeeming qualities because Pokemon ensures he bites the dust in every iteration of the franchise. This man legitimately has 3 separate brutal endings in the games, anime, and manga.
Lysandra, the leader of Team Flare, was supposed to be a grand mastermind, but many fans felt he came across as exaggerated and hollow. His vision of creating a beautiful world by destroying most of it was too extreme, even by villain standards. Unlike characters who had layers or redeeming traits, Lysandra felt flat, making it hard for viewers to care about his goals. His fiery speeches and dramatic presence seemed forced rather than natural. Instead of being remembered as a strong antagonist, he is often listed among the least liked villains for being too theatrical and unconvincing.
Steven Stone is one of the strongest trainers in the world. Being a member of the Masters 8, Steven Stone has definitely showcased some of the greatest performances by a Pokemon trainer, as well as an unhealthy obsession with rocks.
Steven Stone is a character who earned love through both his personality and his skills. As the Hoenn champion, he carried himself with calm confidence, never needing arrogance to prove his strength. His fascination with rare stones and his elegant style made him unique, while his battles showcased true mastery. Fans respected how he supported Ash and his friends without stealing the spotlight, acting more like a mentor than just a distant champion. His iconic partnership with Metagross cemented his place as a fan favorite, admired for his balance of intellect, charm, and incredible battling ability.
I think Paul has the better story. When he got introduced, he was a straight menace, only wanting to have strong Pokemon, that he even abused them, and he abused the Chimchar that later ended up hopping on Ash's team. Ash obviously started to hate Paul's guts, since he's a trainer that wants to befriend his Pokemon, not treat them like some sort of weapon.
Paul is remembered as one of the harshest rivals in Pokemon, and many fans disliked him for how he treated his Pokemon. His strict, almost cruel training style clashed with Ash's caring approach, making their rivalry intense but also uncomfortable to watch. Paul released Pokemon he thought were weak, showing little compassion. While some respected him for being a true challenge, others hated his cold demeanor and lack of empathy. His personality made him hard to like. though his role in forcing Ash to grow as a trainer was undeniable. Love him or hate him, Paul left a mark.
Professor Oak purposely gave Ash Pikachu. Yeah, why didn't he get to choose Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur? He was supposedly late, but the real reason is because the world would have been destroyed if Ash didn't get Pikachu.
Professor Oak holds a special place in the hearts of Pokémon fans because he was the first guide on our journey. He gave Ash his Pikachu, shared wisdom about the world of Pokémon, and always showed a mix of authority and warmth. His grandfatherly charm made him both reliable and endearing, and his constant support helped shape Ash's path. Beyond being a scientist, he often felt like family, offering encouragement whenever it was needed most. Fans loved how approachable he was, turning complex ideas about Pokémon into simple lessons. For many, Oak represents the comforting start of the adventure.
Where does Hal land on a Pokemon Rivals tier list? Look, he seems like a nice kid, but on an annoying tier list, he's easy S. Like, please, can you leave me alone for 5 seconds?
Hal from the Alola region was designed to be a lighthearted and fun rival, but many fans found him underwhelming. His constant smile and easygoing attitude made him feel more like a friendly companion than a true competitor. While his love for Malasadas and his upbeat personality were cute, he didn't bring the tension or intensity fans expected from a rival. Battles against him often felt too easy, which disappointed players who wanted a real challenge. Hal wasn't disliked for being mean or cruel. He was simply seen as too soft and forgettable compared to other iconic rivals.
3 evolutions, Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon, were revived and turned into the legendary dog trio by Big Man Ho-Ho. Number 4, Ash's father is actually Giovanni, not Mr. Mime. And number 5, N is actually Zoroark.
N from Pokémon. Black and White is one of the most loved human characters because of his unique bond with Pokémon. Unlike most trainers, N didn't see them as tools for battle, but as friends with feelings. His gentle, mysterious personality made him stand out, and fans admired his struggle between following Team Plasma and listening to his heart. N's story showed real depth and emotional weight, making him more than just another character. His compassion, intelligence, and complex journey turned him into a fan favorite who still sparks discussion as one of the most interesting figures in Pokémon.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse.
James.
Team Rocket's Jesse and James are unforgettable, but not always in the best way. While some find their motto, disguises, and comic relief entertaining, many fans got tired of their repetitive cycle. Every episode seemed to include them stealing Pikachu, failing, and blasting off again. Compared to deeper villains or rivals, Jesse and James rarely grew or changed, which made them feel stuck. Their constant interruptions often dragged down otherwise exciting moments in the anime. For some, they're iconic. For others, they're annoying and unnecessary. That love-hate divide is why Jesse and James remain among the most controversial characters.
I find his character arc to be pretty compelling. Having Leon as your older brother when you want to be champion more than anything would put a lot of pressure on you.
Hop from the Galar region quickly became one of the more lovable rivals because of his determination and positive energy. He started off living in the shadow of his brother Leon, the unbeatable champion. But that didn't stop him from chasing his own dream. Fans connected with his struggles because he wasn't perfect. He lost often, doubted himself, and kept learning along the way. His growth felt real, and his upbeat personality made traveling with him enjoyable. Hop wasn't just a rival, he was a friend, and that balance of competition and support made players root for him.
Charizard is down! The battle is over! The winner of the 4th match!
That's why I will become a champion!
May brought a fresh spark to the Pokémon series when she joined Ash's journey in Hoenn. Unlike some companions who already had a clear goal, May started unsure of what she wanted. Over time, she found her passion in Pokémon contests, and fans loved watching her grow into a skilled and confident coordinator. Her warm personality, combined with her playful rivalry with her little brother Max, made her relatable and fun to follow. May's bond with her Pokémon, especially Torchic and Beautifully, gave her story emotional depth, making her one of the most loved companions in the franchise.
Gladion's best team is from Ultra Sun and Moon for the title defense battles. And let me say, I kind of love these teams.
Gladion from the Alola region quickly won over fans because he wasn't just another rival. He had a real story to tell. His tough, edgy personality made him stand out. But underneath that exterior, he cared deeply for his sister Lillie and his Pokémon, especially his partner Silvally. Fans admired his struggle against Team Skull and his complicated relationship with his family, which gave him more depth than most rivals. Gladion wasn't just battling Ash for fun, he was fighting for his own identity. That mix of strength, heart, and mystery turned him into one of the most loved rivals.
Journey Together has this adorable Rabombi that's only a couple bucks, and the Full Art Clefairy ain't much worse. Solgaleo Lunala is like 20, 70 for the gay upgrade, valid. But this one is almost 300? This Lillie's Clefairy is about 200, also pretty steep.
Lillie from the Alola region is one of the most heartwarming characters in Pokémon. At first, she was terrified of touching Pokémon because of past trauma, but her journey showed incredible growth. Fans loved watching her overcome her fears and build a strong bond with her partner, Snowy, the Alolan Vulpix. Her kindness, intelligence, and determination made her easy to admire. Lillie's story wasn't just about battles. It was about courage and healing, which touched many viewers. By the end, she transformed from a timid girl into a confident trainer, making her one of the most loved characters in the series. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.